Hi, I'm Nancy. My husband David Blair and I own Fishtails Fly Shop in Calgary, Alberta. We've had this store since 1997 and have always aspired to be Calgary's friendliest fly shop, and we still try to do that. We have a really great team that, encompasses probably well over maybe 200 years of experience living the fly fishing life. So we have a lot of knowledge within these walls, and we just wanted to introduce you to some of that.
My name's David Blair, and my wife and I started the shop 28 years ago. And we're able to help people on their fly fishing journey, and it's been a wonderful way to make a living in this sport. So the crux of fly fishing obviously is the rod. From the budget range rods, we've got Echo and Redington, kind of for people that are needing to watch their budgets, all the way through the middle and up to the top of the line, Sages and Orvises and Loomises, rods all the way from 1 or 2 weights up to 12 weights for tarpon to trout spey rods, the works. So because fly fishing is all we do, we have a large selection of fly rods that should be able to accommodate pretty much anybody. So when people are coming in and we're helping them choose their first rod or their 5th rod or their 10th rod, whatever, it doesn't make any difference. One of the best things to do is to take out 2, 3, 4 options to our casting area outside and try the rods before actually buying them. So that's a very important aspect of choosing a fly rod, is to make sure that the cast and the way that it works for you is in your wheelhouse. So highly recommend trying the rods to cast them before you actually purchase them. So once you've got your rod sorted out, the next most important thing is the fly line. Fly lines basically make the rod, and we've got a wide selection of fly lines to cover the whole gamut. So the fly line companies that we work with are Airflow, Scientific Anglers, and Rio. We've got a huge selection of lines for the tropics, because we do a lot of setting up for people that are going peacock bass fishing in the Amazon, to Dorado fishing in Argentina, the works, to flats fishing, everything. And then all of the trout tapers, all the way from nymphing to dry fly specific lines to general purpose lines, and it makes a huge difference as to what you put on your rod. And then we also have spey stuff as well for people that are going salmon steelhead fishing or trout spey fishing. The crew here can really help pick that proper line for you if you want to sort of specialize your line into a specific area of fly fishing. So we've got a very significant range of reels to be able to cover you for any situation, with our major companies being Sage and Lamson and Nautilus. We're one of the largest Nautilus dealers in Canada. And the Redington reels, which can really help keep your budget friendly when it comes to choosing a reel, especially for trout fishing, because you don't need anything fancy to get your trout stuff, just to get out there and get working.
My name's Tobias, here at Fishtails. Going on my 2nd season here as a sales associate. This is where we keep all of our wading gear, our jackets, underlayers, backcountry skins, all of our waders, wader bags, and boots. So we kind of start our wading section with jackets, rain pants, and then on the other side we cover a lot of more of our winter jackets and insulative gear, and our underlayers for keeping you warm under your waders. And then we go to our backcountry skins, our neoprene pants. We have the Z Series and the Air Blitz for when you're doing glacial streams in the mountains. And then we come to our waders section. We have wader bags, and then we got the Patagonias, the Sims, Orvis, and the Grundens. So being in Alberta in Western Canada, we have all sorts of weather needs, whether it's raining, pouring snow all over the place. We have jackets, rain jackets, and all sorts of insulative gear to cover those needs. So this is our footwear section. Whether you're looking for a super lightweight, durable boot, or you're going to the salt flats, or you're wet wading. We carry brands such as Sims, Grundens, Orvis, Corkers, and Patagonia. And then we have all of our wet wading socks. We carry lots of different thicknesses for whether you're going to the salt flats or you're just hanging around here in the bow. We also carry Backcountry Skins waterproof socks.
I'm Courtney, and I coordinate our online store and also work in the shop to help customers. I'm standing in our women's apparel section, which has some women's wading gear as well as some of our unisex options and some of our menswear. So we have a huge clothing assortment here at Fishtails, and we choose clothing based on a few things like performance, protection from the elements, fit, style, comfort, durability, how they're built. We want to try to cater to everyone as much as possible. So kids, women, men, everyone that's pursuing angling as a pastime or a hobby or an obsession, we want to make sure we have something for everyone. So just like our men's gear, we have wading options for women, ranging from entry level all the way up to like if you're a professional and you're getting out all the time. So we have things like these zip front women's Patagonia waders all the way to the Gore-Tex Sims G3 waders. We've got tributary and freestone waders from Sims if you are on a little bit more of a budget. There's also these Orvis Clearwater waders and then a new option from Grundens. We also have a wide variety of women's specific wading footwear, everything from a wading sandal with interchangeable soles, boots like that as well. We've got boots from Patagonia and also from Sims. Something for everyone and a lot of different sizes and fits so that we can customize it for your needs. So we have a wide assortment of wading layering options for men and women, everything from lightweight Tapaline bottoms to go underneath your waders to something really heavy like the new Strata system from Sims in both men's and women's to keep you warm and dry. Moisture wicking, breathable layers that go nicely under waders. One thing we get asked for a lot is sun protective gear. For people traveling to the tropics or fishing here in the summer, it gets hot, sunny. You want to stay cool and you want to keep the sun off. We have a lot of different options from Sims and Patagonia, Orvis, Grundens. All of those brands have UPF ratings between 30 and 50. So there's something to keep the sun off of you no matter what your needs are. We have a lot of outerwear options. Depending on your needs for how warm you want to be, whether you're going steelheading on the coast and you need something that's going to keep you really warm and dry, or if you just need a lightweight layer that you can throw on at the end of the day on your walk back to the vehicle. One thing that makes us unique is our huge t-shirt selection that we're rotating all the time to include brands like Fish Pond, Sims, Yakota, Grundens, Patagonia, and lots more. The last thing we want you to be thinking about while you're fishing is what you're wearing. So come on into Fishtails and let us help you pick out what you're going to wear on your next outing.
Hi there, my name is Will. I work in Fishtails in the retail section. I also do a lot of the teaching for the shop, whether it's fly fishing or fly tying, is where we are this morning. The fly tying section at Fishtails here is quite diverse. We bring in materials from all around the world, and a lot of our materials end up all around the world fishing as well. Everything ranging from very small dry flies through to very large pike flies, lots of different rivers, small streams, lake fishing, and a lot of our tyers are heading off around the world doing saltwater fishing and other locations for trout as well. We cater to a large range of tyers. A lot of our focus for me is going to be the beginner tyers. We have a range of events, evening events and different things, and courses and classes which include a lot of our beginners that have never touched a vise or a bobbin before, and we have a structured class that gets them exposed to different techniques and materials. One of the complicated parts is when you start adding more and more materials onto one hook. You've got to make sure you get them on in the right order so things come together in the end. The other end of the spectrum, we have seasoned anglers and tyers that travel the world. Bonefish and permit especially, extra touchy, they can get really fussy, so it can take a lot more effort and a lot more time to get the perfect fly the way you want it, sinking, floating, or wafting around in the water to get the action that you're after. Well, as we move through the shop, we've tried to lay things out so it makes sense. We'll start in this corner with all of our feathers, and as we continue through, we've got different types of feathers migrating into all sorts of different natural materials. So we've got the deer hair and the rabbit strips. And then as we move around to the backside here, we've got all sorts of synthetic materials. There's a lot of different flies that take multiple different materials, and some of the synthetics these days are really good. A little bit more consistency. Some people love their naturals because it's more traditional, but there is a place for a lot of synthetics nowadays as well. We're getting so precise with some of it, some patterns that have already got pieces already made for you to make life a little easier. And then we're moving through into some more cutting tools for the foam. And no shop would be complete without a good range of dubbings. These will be a mix of synthetic and naturals. Some are going to be long, some are going to be fine, some are going to float really well, and others will be more suitable for sinking flies. So as we take a closer look at our hackle section here, you might notice that there's multiple different brands, so we can cover all the different aspects that people are looking for. Because as mentioned before, we're off around the world with the flies that we're tying at the moment. So a lot of the different grades, different sizes will have different purpose, and sometimes the full capes will be a little out of reach for some of our beginners and people who want to get going. We can come across into the smaller packages. Although they might be a little more per feather, they're a little more accessible to get started, and you can see that they're already graded as well, so they're nicely put together. Obviously, to cover all the different ranges, we're having to source these from all around the world to get the different types of feathers that people are looking for. As we move into the equipment sections or the tools, we'll come across lots of different types of tools for different purposes. Sometimes it's more about the tyer and their preference, what they prefer to use. So it might seem extravagant to have so many different bits and pieces, but as we get doing different tasks, you pretty quickly work out that you need different tools for those. And as we develop our own habits and way we like to do things, some people prefer some tools over the others. And the collection can grow as your skill level and the type of flies that you're tying grows as well. So one of our main base sets of tools will be the Dr. Slick range, and they'll cover a lot of different tools, from scissors through to different types of tweezers, hackle pliers, bobbin threaders, and the whip finish tool. Very personal preference, those ones. So many different types of scissors for doing different jobs. You might want a different scissor for cutting deer hair as you would if you were cutting thread or synthetic materials. Another main one in the shop would be loon, and they cover a lot of fly tying equipment for us, as well as some streamside tools as well. Again, all the different scissors, hair stackers. They have a really great range of UV resins as well. As we get into different types of tying, the UV resin is a kind of modern version of your 2-pack resins and things. They set a lot quicker and easier to use. Sometimes we'll get into specific little starter kits, batch of tools ready to go, and then right through to storage, looking after your equipment so we can keep it tidy on the bench, which never really happens. All sorts of different pieces to keep things under control and manipulate your flies and materials so they can do what you want them to do. So in the beginning, the fly tying itself might be a bit overwhelming and daunting. I remember when I started that I was amazed by how some of the materials behaved and what you were able to do with it. One of the greatest advantages is being able to make the flies you want them as your skills build along with it. As you get going and start experimenting and expanding, your imagination is the limit.
My name is Rob. I do sales at the shop and I also write the river report. We have over here the packs and the luggage. Once you've bought your rod and your reel and start accumulating stuff, you need to pack it around. So this has all your options and also the accessories to fill niche needs within that sort of thing. Also nets, which become crucial as you start to catch fish. It's all part of the journey, I think. This is our selection of backpacks. There are various kinds, styles, waterproof, not waterproof, Patagonia, Sims, Fish Pond. We have some Grundens and Orvis as well. We also have travel rod cases of various kinds, of various sizes for your trips. Various rod tubes, either rod attached or not, of various sizes. Some suitable for spey rods. We have a good variety of boat bags for whatever sort of style you would like. Lots of accessories. Fish Pond has great accessories. I find things like the little trash container to pack out your stuff to be super useful. A huge variety of chest packs, sling packs, waterproof and not waterproof. We have hip packs of various kinds and sizes. There's pretty much something for everyone, depending on your needs. If you decide you want a vest, we also have vests with backpack attached, which is very useful for the backcountry. We have chest packs that are very compact yet very comfortable for backcountry or just short trips. We have a large variety of nets and a large variety of ways to attach the net. You want to attach the net to yourself or have it in a holster, but as long as it has some sort of mechanical attachment to yourself, because that is the most left item on the river. Further to accessorizing yourself, we have a good variety of tippets and leaders. We have pike leaders, wire leaders. We have a good selection of swivels and clips. We have a large variety of fluorocarbons in many weights for both your fresh and salt water. And then we have Scientific Angler and Rio tippet and leaders, and we try and carry a large variety of that, and we generally have lots in stock. We also we like books here. I know it seems weird, ancient technology and all, but we try and carry a great variety of books, often on the conservation theme or just the spirit of fly fishing often. And also a lot of instructional books for reading water or just beginning your fly fishing journey. Often the printed word is a good place to start, especially during the winters. Once you have all your line and your tippet and your leaders, you're going to need something to clip your leaders. You're going to need something to straighten your leaders. You're going to need forceps of some kind to clip down your barbs or to release your fish. You're going to need some sort of weight or floatant. There are many things you need, and most of these things should be attached to you because you're sure to lose them. There are tippet carriers, right? So you can carry all the tippets so it's accessible for you. There are a large variety of forceps and mitten clamps and nippers. Also zingers to attach them to you so you don't leave them behind. We have thermometers in many ways if it becomes a water temperature thing, if you're testing for whether it's too hot or just for your own information, because often you will find fish fishing better at certain temperatures, or knowing when to stop fishing. We carry Dr. Slick and Loon would be our two main tools that we carry. There are many ways to go in fly fishing, fly tying. Everyone has their own rhythm and pace at learning, so everyone's at a different spot, and we try and embrace that because it's for everybody.
Now that you've had a bit of a tour of the shop, we just want to recap with a reminder that we have a big store of knowledge within these walls, and we stock product for beginner anglers through to experts, for local fisheries to international fisheries. We do hosted travel. We have trips to Cuba and Bahamas and South America, Christmas Island. We do courses. We offer local guiding on the Bow River, which is one of Canada's gems for a river. We hope you'll visit us at the shop or check us out online at fishtales.ca.